Good morning. I'm going to talk about fractions, and I thought I'd read this book, Fraction Fun, by David Adler, and illustrated by Nancy Tobin. A fraction is a part of something we use fractions all the time. When someone says she is 8.5 years old, she is using a fraction. She is saying that she is a fraction, a part of a year, more than 8. When you share a granola bar with a friend, you are using fractions too. Each of you is getting only a fraction, a part of the bar. This guy says, I'm 7.5. I'm 8.5. And the doggy down here says, I'm 21.5 in dog years. Each time you eat a slice of pizza, you are eating a fraction, a part of the pie. Most often, pizza pies are cut into 8 slices, into 8 equal parts. Each slice is one of those 8 equal parts. Each slice is 1/8 of the pie. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's the pizza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you eat one slice, you are eating 1/8 of the pie. If you eat 2 slices, you are eating 2/8 of the pie. You are eating 2 of 8 equal parts. 1, 2. In the fraction 1/8, the top number, which is the number 1, is called the numerator. The bottom number is called the denominator. Each fraction has a numerator and a denominator, a top number and a bottom number. So the 1 is called the numerator, the 8 is the denominator. Now let's do some pizza math. It will teach you about fractions. To do pizza math, you will need 3 paper plates, all the same size, a pencil, a ruler, and a red, green, and blue crayon or marker. With the pencil, mark the center of each plate using the ruler. Draw a straight line through the mark from one edge of the plate to the other. The lines you drew divided each plate into 2 equal parts. Each part is half of the plate. So see 1, 2. If on the plates, one part is larger than the other, it is probably because your marks were not in the exact centers of the plate. On one plate, write 1/2 in each of the 2 parts with the red crayon or marker. Shade in one part, 1/2 of the plate. So do you see they wrote 1/2, 1/2, and they shaded in 1. Okay. On another plate, so get a different plate, draw a second line from one edge to the other and through the center mark. Draw it so you divide the plate into 4 equal parts. Each part is 1/4 of the plate. Write 1/4 in each of the 4 parts of the plate with the red crayon or marker. Shade in one part 1/4 of the plate. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're shading in 1/4. On the third plate, draw a second line through the center of the plate, dividing it into 4 equal parts. Next, draw 2 more lines through the center of the plate, dividing it into a total of 8 equal parts. Each part is 1/8 of the plate. Write 1/8 in each of the 8 parts of the plate. With the red crayon, shade in one part, 1/8 of the plate. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're just shading in one part. Now look at the 3 plates. See the 3 plates? Pretend each of the plates is a pizza pie. Pretend each red section is a slice of the pizza. Which slice is the largest? 1/2, 1/4, or 1/8? Which slice is the smallest? Okay, so let's think. Which slice is the largest? If you guessed 1/2, you are correct. Which slice is the smallest? If you guessed 1/8, you are correct. What happens to a fraction as the denominator, the bottom number, changes? As the denominator gets larger, the fraction gets smaller. As you cut the pie into more and more slices, each pizza slice gets smaller and smaller. With the green crayon, shade in 2 sections of the third plate. So the third plate, remember it was in eighths. So you're going to shade in 2 with green. Okay. The 2 sections should be next to each other. You have shaded in 2/8 of the plate. Okay. With the blue crayon, shade in 3 sections of the plate. The 3 sections should be next to each other. You have shaded in 3/8 of the plate. So they wanted you to do 2 green, now 3 blue. Okay. If you pretend that the plate is a pizza pie, it's clear that there's more pizza in the blue section than in the green section, and more in the green than in the red. 3/8 is more than 2/8 or 1/8. 2/8 is more than 1/8. What happens to a fraction as the numerator, which is the top number, gets larger? As the numerator gets larger, the fraction gets larger. Okay. Now that you know about fractions, start looking for them. When a glass is only partly filled with juice or water or your favorite drink, only a fraction of the glass is filled. When you have read one of many chapters in a book, you have read only a part, just a fraction of the book. Keep on the lookout for fractions. They're everywhere. Okay, so I have a couple of follow-up works. One is making a fraction circle book out of these fraction circles. So you would, of course, print them out, color them first. They need to be red. And then cut them out and make a book out of them and actually write down, like this would be 1 whole. These would be halves, thirds, fourths, okay? And please spell them correctly. Another follow-up work will be a fraction memory match, just to explore. So have fun with fractions today. Bye.